In case you don't get a chance to go on vacation this year, there's no reason that your palate can't. I've got a great meal from one of my favorite islands in the entire world, the island of Puerto Rico. We're going to make it a beautiful Pernil al forno, which is a slow roasted pork shoulder, and we're going to make a delicious Mojo Marinade to go on top of that. We're going to roast it low and slow till the whole thing falls apart, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. And then on the side, we're going to serve a delicious pigeon pea rice as well as crispy plantain chips. Easy, delicious, and we're about to take your palate on a vacation. Let's get started with the pork. Now, Pernil al forno is made with pork shoulder, and this is one of my favorite cuts of meat to cook low and slow. We've got the oven cranked up to 300 degrees right now, and this dish takes a while. This is going to take around 3 hours in the oven. It's definitely a weekend cooking project. All right, so our pork shoulder is going to go in what I think is one of the most important pans in your kitchen arsenal. And this is a roasting pan with a V-rack. Now I use this so many times a year. It's great for roasting chicken, it's great for making paella, it's great for frying chicken, it's shallow and low, and it's perfect for roasting. Now a Mojo Marinade is a classic Latin American marinade, and it requires lots of citrus juice. It gives that really kind of fresh, bright flavor. Also some garlic, a little bit of cumin, and of course cilantro and oregano too, fresh oregano. We're going to blend that up with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and also a little bit of white vinegar, so it's really fresh and clean. All right, we're going to finish off with some fresh cracked pepper, and then we're going to put the lid on. Now take a look at this blender. This thing is great. The motor on this thing, first of all, is one of the most powerful motors in the market. So it'll crush ice, it'll pulverize soup, and also make a fantastic Mojo Marinade for our pork. Perfect. Take a look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. We're going to take most of this marinade. It smells delicious. We're going to put this right on top of the pork. I'm going to save a little bit to put on the pork when it's cooked and finished, so it has a little fresh bite to it right at the very end. So this is going to go into the oven low and slow, 300 degrees for about 3 hours, or until it just completely falls apart. All right, while that's cooking, let's talk about a really fun side dish we're going to make. We're going to make plantain chips. Now, when you go to the grocery store and you're shopping for plantains, you want to grab the green ones. The green ones make really delicious chips because they're not ripened yet. The starch is really going to get nice and crispy when we fry it. So what we're going to do first is take our plantains and we're going to cut them right down the middle, because we're actually going to fry these with the skin on. And then we're going to slice them on a mandolin. Now, a mandolin is a great tool for the kitchen because it makes slicing a breeze, and it makes it really consistent as well. It makes a perfect sliced banana. All right, so we got these guys ready to go. All right, let's get ready to fry them up. And let's talk about this pot here. Now, when we're going to fry, you want a nice heavy bottom pot with really straight sides, so it kind of keeps the splatter down to a minimum. And we've got some vegetable oil here that we heated to about 360 degrees. And what we're going to do is take our plantain chips and we're going to drop them in. And they're probably going to cook for around 5 to 7 minutes. When they float, they're done. When they're golden brown, they're done. And these guys are going to be really great. We've still got a little bit of oil on the surface, and it lets the salt stick to that. So we're going to put the salt right on top of that, just some simple kosher salt. All right, and they are going to be good to go. I'm going to turn my oil off. All right, and we also have for another great side dish, pigeon pea rice. What I have here is a pot, all right, which is going to be perfect for this because of its all-metal construction. Take a look at this. So we started off the rice on the stove top with rice, some great pigeon peas, some bell peppers, some onions, and then we finished it off in the oven, and it makes a perfect pot of rice. So we've got a nice big pot of pigeon pea rice. We've got some plantain chips. Let's take a look at the pork. Check it out, low and slow. Pork shoulder at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. This is such a delicious cut of meat. All right, so what we're going to do with this is take our pork shoulder, put it right on our cutting board, and cut our strings off first and foremost, and then we're going to start to slice it up. Now take a look at how tender this pork is. Isn't this beautiful? Low and slow, we'll do it every single time. All right, nice big pile of pigeon pea rice right on the bottom of the platter. All right, then we're going to take our Pernil al forno, our roasted pork shoulder, put that sliced right on top. A little bit of our Mojo Marinade left over. All right, we're going to top the whole thing off with some cilantro, and then just kind of garnish the edges with our crispy plantain chips, and that's it. If you can't go on vacation, don't worry about it. Your palate sure can. This is a great recipe. You got to check it out. It's easy to make, and it's really, really delicious. From my Mill Valley Kitchen to yours, Macy's keeps it cooking. This you're going to love.